Kobe's insane bounty revealed, the crazy secret behind Sword, more mind-blowing devil fruits, and Garp destroys the Blackbeard pirates in this epic chapter, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Channel Parking Within and smash that like button if you enjoy these chapter reviews and want to keep them coming. Make this the video you join the Nakama by subscribing and hitting that notification bell to turn on all notifications so you don't miss future One Piece videos and updates. Now let's jump into chapter 1080 called The Legendary Hero. This chapter starts on Pirate Island with a bang. I love how we have so much intense, interesting stuff happening right now, and I'm genuinely interested in every side story, often even more so than in what the Straw Hats are doing right now with CP0. Let me know what your most hype event going on right now is, and you can count Shanks wrecking Kid as he did last chapter as well. We see Kobe's wanted poster, which is hype because it is the first time we are about to find out a Marine's bounty. I've been hyped about the idea of Marines having bounties now for a while, and I've been desperately waiting to get one. And Kobe's did not disappoint. He is shown with 5 stars on his poster. We have heard that Kobe was captured by Blackbeard, so it's not surprising that we see Kobe as a prisoner carrying what looks like a heavy ball and chain. We also learn how Cross Guild has their own system for the bounty number, which I thought was a cool touch. Kobe's bounty is 5 stars and 1 star equals 100 million berries. So Kobe's bounty is actually an impressive 500 million berries. Usually a Marine captain has a bounty of 1 star, but because Kobe has the hero title for the Marines, his bounty is much higher than a normal Marine captain. Love to see Kobe making a name for himself too, but it obviously makes sense that his bounty wouldn't be close to as high as Luffy's. But besides that, I feel like Marine bounties may be lower overall because I can't see them putting 40 stars to denote 4 billion berries on one poster, even if it's for like Sakazuki. But who knows, maybe they just make the stars smaller. Either way, it would make sense that they have less money to throw around than the world government. Kobe is shown running from other pirates, acting as a decoy, taking attention away from the other prisoners. Although Blackbeard doesn't seem to be presently here, we do see that Shiryu, Avalo, Pizarro, and Vasco Shot are here keeping an eye out on things, since Pirate Island is after all Blackbeard's base since he became the boss of it. We see Pizarro emerging from the ground to communicate with Shiryu. It's revealed that he has the Shima Shima no Mi, aka the Island fruit. We know Blackbeard wants to collect the best devil fruits, so I always look forward to the reveals of his pirate's fruits. In this case, the Island fruit allows Pizarro to merge with different things on the island, like the wooden floor or stone wall. This lets him easily go from talking to Shiryu to talking with Vasco Shot in the next panel. It looks like Pizarro doesn't want to intervene because he doesn't want to wreck the town right after they finish repairing the Rocky Port. This is a loaded comment for a number of reasons. One, it references the hype Rocky Port incident one more time, the incident that Law participated in that made Kobe a hero and that helped Blackbeard become the new boss of Pirate Island. Oda keeps referencing it to the point where we desperately need a flashback to it to see what exactly happened. Another reason that statement is significant and even funny is because of what Garp is about to do after he shows up, but more on that insanity in a bit. Vasco Shot, I must say, has a fitting devil fruit. He has the Gabu Gabu no Mi, aka the liquor fruit. Vasco so far is shown to be able to make liquor bubbles and fly on them. He says he wants to burn the town altogether. The Blackbeard pirates having different opinions is nothing new since Blackbeard seems to have sacrificed unity for raw power like Rocks, D. Zebek, and Oda keeps emphasizing that. I'm sure it will come into play and mess them up at some point, we just don't know when. We see in one panel that Pizarro can really get ridiculously big now using his new island powers. It's also notable that San Juan Wolf is here, and hilariously enough, he's just sleeping through it all. Only these 4, Shiryu, Vasco, Pizarro, and Wolf, are on Hachinosu, aka Pirate Island, holding down the fort, so to be fair, this is not the full force of the Blackbeard pirates, but what's about to happen will still hurt their reputation, big time. So as mentioned, Kobe is running now, and the situation is explained through flashback in more detail. We see when Kobe was tied up in front of Blackbeard, Kuzan, and Van Augur, among others. Blackbeard wants to make Pirate Island a kingdom approved by the world government, and he wants to be the king. This guy is always making strategic moves with purpose. Turns out he didn't just want Kobe's bounty or to have him as a vague bargaining chip, but he purposely kidnapped him to extort the world government. However, the plan doesn't go according to plan. Kobe explains he's part of SWORD, and we're about to find out more important information about what that actually means. Kobe says that they can't use him for negotiations since he is a member of SWORD. Kuzan then chimes in, a dude who a lot of the fandom expects is also a secret member of SWORD, and explains that SWORD members are Marines who officially resigned. As a result, they can attack Yonko without approval, and they are not bound to chains of command. But at the same time, the Marines take no responsibility for them and can cut them off anytime. A very interesting reveal, and it makes these Marines look so much cooler, since they aren't just dogs of the Marines who need to follow commands at all times. Once again, more gray areas created by Oda to complicate the distinction between Marine and Pirate. It is notable that Kuzan got an exclamation mark over his head when Kobe spoke, meaning him revealing he's part of SWORD seems to have surprised Kuzan. He also explains exactly how SWORD works for Blackbeard, so not saying it's impossible, but all of this makes it less likely that he's a current member of SWORD. Like I said before, I don't want him to be a member of SWORD because that would not only hurt the power of the Blackbeard pirates, and we want them to be strong for the final fight, it would also be too obvious and predictable. It's notable that Kuzan is physically to the right of Blackbeard here, like a right-hand man, making it look like they are very close. Despite all of this new information, Blackbeard still believes he can use Kobe's hero title to pressure the world government, and oh boy, he has no idea how that pressure is about to backfire on him. It's revealed that Perona found Kobe in a cell and told him she would release him if he helped her release Moria, who is in a deeper cell. Kobe accepted, and that's why he's serving as a distraction and helping to release other prisoners as well. Now we see other members of SWORD too, who have come to Pirate Island. It's been interesting just sticking to one place in this chapter since I'm used to Oda switching back and forth, but I'm definitely liking it because this is some very interesting stuff, and it's only going to get more interesting as the chapter goes on. As they are attacking Pirate Island, some members are introduced, and we get even more crazy Devil Fruit power reveals. We see some members of SWORD get cut, and then it's revealed that their body is made of clay currently, and they just regrow from their injuries. How this is possible will be explained shortly, and it's crazy. The implications are crazy. But first, we see moving buildings. These powers are truly insane. It turns out that Rear Admiral Kuchaku, Vice Admiral Tsuru's granddaughter, is a Muchi Muchi user, aka a Whip user. She can command everything she whips, including buildings, and she uses that power to trap the pirates in the middle of the island. Then Commander Hibari steps in, a sniper who uses Vegapunk's GP flower bullets that turn enemies' gunpowder to flowers so they can't hurt Kobe, who's in the middle of all of these trapped pirates. Then we see the really cool Prince Groose, who is a Gunyo user, aka Clay user. So not only can he control clay, it seems as we saw that he can turn even fellow SWORD member bodies into clay so that they won't be hurt by physical attacks in battle, at least not by the ones not imbued with hockey. As if this chapter wasn't already crazy enough, we then see Tashigi Helmeppo with Garp. But while the former two are panicking as their ship flies into the sky, Garp simply smiles. It's one of the most epic entrances when the pirates and even Kobe below see the seemingly flying ship appear above. It's legendary stuff. Even though age-wise Garp should be past his prime at 78, you'd never guess it after this chapter. Garp is laughing and seemingly crying tears of joy, whereas Shiryu and Vasco are now definitely paying attention. Garp jumps off the ship and punches down on the ground using an insane punch attack called Galaxy Impact. His insane hockey-infused punch destroys the entire town below way before he even comes close to reaching it. And his line is great. He says, "Do you know who you kidnapped? Kobe is the future of the Marines and my beloved apprentice." Like I said, Blackbeard really messed up by getting Garp this serious and motivated. At least it looks that way for now. It's funny that some earlier spoilers made it sound like Garp took out the Blackbeard pirates in one attack. My brother actually brought that to my attention, but I knew that was too much. It would have embarrassed the Blackbeard pirates way too much, especially after all of that buildup. And lo and behold, it wasn't all of the Blackbeard pirates, only 4, and I'm sure they're all still alive and gonna try to counter next chapter. Now, if Blackbeard planned for this and somehow manages to use Garp showing up in his favor, then that will raise his reputation and esteem to no end and make him more than final antagonist worthy to be sure. But right now, it's hard to believe that the 4 Blackbeard pirates will be able to do much on their own against all of these SWORD members and the insane Garp, whose attack that we just saw, despite his age, is arguably the most epic and powerful one we've seen in the series. Perhaps his age will mean he can't last long stamina-wise or something, but man, the power is there, oh my god. There will be a break next week, but again, Oda left us with an epic chapter to hold us over until the next one comes out, which I always appreciate. However, the Blackbeard Pirates as a whole do arguably have a good chance, even against Garp, and if you want to know why, you don't want to miss my every Blackbeard Pirate and their powers explained video. Link to that is on screen right now and in the description. See you there.